Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. We're getting the fabled 8 a.m. Friday morning recording session in, so I'm looking forward to this. It's funny, I actually play a ton of Monster Train. Even when I'm not recording the game, I have at least, a couple hours a day playing the game, mostly on mobile. It's a fun time. I really enjoy doing it during my work breaks and stuff. It's great to just be like, ugh, I can't deal with this meeting. I need to play something. And sometimes it switches between Slay the Spire and Monster Train. I have them both on mobile. They're both very good for it, right? They're fantastic games for that kind of pick up, put them down. The problem with Slay the Spire, of course, is that usually it takes me multiple days to get through one game, right? If I'm playing to win, it's like, ugh, Blitz Slay the Spire does not work, okay? Not a chance. You just die to Lagavulin or something like that almost immediately. But with Monster Train, I just full send. My current highest win streak on Blitz is, what, 13? I think? Yeah, 13. I tell you what, if you're going fast, you make mistakes, you take trials, you can't, you do your best. You're trying to win, but not every run is very secure. It's tough. It's actually a really hard meta, in my opinion. I make a lot of mistakes, but all good. Here we're going to hopefully not make a lot of mistakes, though I do have to go to 200 shards, so we'll see what comes of that. But yeah, our previous run was with this guy, Windleton. I'm actually surprised I have him up. I think that's by accident. I think I was playing Pathogens or something, and I just randomly picked Windleton for no reason. But anyway, we had a dicey run with him. It was a very, well, not a very strong Animus of Will. There was a plus 25, multi-strike, and Tiny Stone, which is nice, but my scaling is pretty rough. I also thought didn't I have Animus of Will squared? I think I had her self-infused, actually, instead of, yeah, I think she was self-infused. Yeah, actually, I don't even think I had, yeah, I didn't even have a second one. It was just self-infused. That's what it is. It's been a while since I've recorded it, you can tell. But we had that behind Thornlord 2, Predator 1 with Mark of an Exile. Kind of a funny situation. It was really rough. We skated by a lot of combats, barely. But Machine Gun Tia with, creating a million fully upgraded Stings, the Sting Gatling cannon, saved us in the end. So pretty good stuff. Now, hopefully we have a normal run. It's funny because I actually think most of my mobile runs end up being way stronger than my recorded runs for YouTube. It's just kind of weird. Part of it is because I'm playing a lot more runs on mobile, and I don't remember the bad ones as much because I die and then I move on. But it just feels like I have so many more good runs on mobile where it's like, yeah, okay, here's Ashes of the Fallen early or Founding Seal or something. Meanwhile, those sorts of things just never, very rarely happen to me on the computer. So anyway, that's about as much as I've got to say. Let's go ahead and play some Monster Train. Let's do it. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. The buttons are cool and stuff and things. And let's see what Soulguard's got for us today. Everything's maxed out, looking good. Alright, click the button. I don't know what I want to play. Let's see, what are they going to give me? Penumbra, or not Penumbra, but Plink. It could be worse. I don't really know what I want to do with Soulguard. I'm down for whatever. Just give me a good run. Something that feels strong. Seems cool. Alright, hopefully you're all doing well, though. I'm having a pretty good one. It's been a weird week. For me, there was a holiday in the middle of the week, which is a cool holiday, Juneteenth. I'm actually a big fan of it, but it's an interesting one because it's on a Wednesday, which is the worst day for a holiday because it completely breaks up and ruins the week. No one gets anything done. I mean, okay, you get some things done, but the most productive day tends to be middle of the week because you're over that Monday hump and you're not looking forward to the weekend because it's not Friday yet. But then when you cut away the Wednesday, it's just, okay, I've got day on, day on, day off, day on, day on, day off, and it's weird. Most of my employees, people working for me, take the Monday or the Friday off instead and just work through the Wednesday because it's easier. It's just kind of a weird situation, but it's a cool holiday. I'm a fan. I mean, from a holiday perspective, there's no reason you should prioritize Monday over something else. But I do think Monday holidays are the best because they're the worst days of the week. So pretty universally. But anyway, let's play some Monster Train. Alright, we've got Exile Stygian, Exile Umbra as before. Cool. Nothing wrong with this. It's an incant card with Soul Guard, which is cool. We have Explosive, Sigil, Daedalus, Curse, Arcus, and Patient Seraph. Ice Tornado, Packed Morsels, and Guardian's Amulet. These are weird cards. I mean, right, we have... I don't mind Guardian's Amulet because of the foregone powers, but they're all very expensive. Packed Morsels is good. I like having morsels available to me because it means I can go on an Alloyed Construct line and not feel like I'm going to automatically lose. So that's cool. Ice Tornado is fine. I can think of worse cards, but I don't really like this card either. So, yeah, it's alright. Alright, this is a Trainwreck episode, which is going to be spicy. So we're going to take every single Pact Shard pretty much. What else do we need to do? Alright, with that in mind, temples today are 3, 4, 6, and 8. 4 temples. It's fine. It means we basically have to take everything, but we don't have to do anything too crazy. Yeah, nothing too wild, it looks like. If you have only 3 temples, sometimes you have to do things like take dupes in order to even reach 200 if you end up with like a lot of divine hordes or boons rather. So you got to be careful about that. But with 4, we pretty much take everything and we're okay. We'll get there. Maybe we can skip 1 or 2 things here along the way. So we'll see. Dupe on 8 is on the magic side. Nothing fancy. No removals there. We have removal dupe on 7 with money. Interesting. You could go double money on ring 7, removal dupe into that trinket shop on ring 8. It's not bad. You're competing with a steel shop cave, though, which might be better depending on what I have upgraded at this point. Both magic and steel on 6. Steel shop having the vortex, magic shop having a cave. Nothing too crazy here, I don't think. Yep, straightforward. No steel shop on 5, worth noting. Trinket shop with vortex and money in the middle, pretty decent. Versus a horde magic shop. Sure. Sure, right? That's nothing crazy about that. Yeah. Steel shop, no magic shop on 4. Yeah, we have a... What is this? Helmet? It's a removal dupe with an Umbra banner. Cool. It's actually pretty good if we end up on Alloy Construct because you can dupe him and then self-infuse immediately if you need to. Competes with a steel shop with money and health, pretty weak. I didn't notice this, but we actually have double magic, so I must have missed some magic shops earlier. Yeah, no magic on 7, and then no magic on 4, so I guess that's why that works out that way. Yeah, seems accurate. Okay, banner situation, we have Stygian banner with Steel Shop on 2. Umbra banner with Magic Shop on 2. There's another Stygian banner on 3 with this magic side. So, a lot of Stygian lineups. Probably on an incant run unless we get doomed stuff. Sure. We'll also need to think about Patient, but I am Umbra, which means that I have pretty good odds of finding something effective here. Mindjack's Commemorative Spike. I'm absolutely not clicking Commemorative Spike. This is a detriment almost all the time. Mindjack's, I guess. Sure. It's fine. I mean, it's not even fine. It doesn't really do anything most of the time. Titan Channel, Dire Channel, always Titan Channel here, 100%. I am strong enough to take this horde, so I will. Kinstone Totem with foregone power is potentially good. Conscription Notice cleans up this early game in a big way, but falls off a cliff fast. That's true. Kinstone Totem has some interesting infinites potentially available to it. It's an Ember generator that doesn't, like, it's not limited. Not rate limited, I suppose, I should say. So you can keep doing it as long as you can discard cards. It's good with Offering Monument if we see it, but that's a rare card. I don't think we can plan on it. I like Conscription Notice because it super cleans up this early game, and it potentially baits Patient in the end for one turn. I'm going to grab it. It offsets the fact that Mindjax is a basically dead pickup here. I'm going to gamble on the Mark of Invasion. I think that's fine. If I see a Plink, this is clean. If I don't, it's fine. Cool. We go Soul Guard upstairs. Oh, interesting. I get a nameless siren, and I can then big incant up here. I'm going to actually face tank with one rubble morsel, and then plink middle. I'm going to put one more upstairs. It's fine. And then downstairs, I'm going to push some numbers. Doesn't really matter. I just want this train steward to get me one extra ember. It's cool. Well, plink upstairs gets me the collector. Fantastic. I get a lifesteal morsel. We're chilling. Yeah. Now, this bottom floor is potentially a concern. Alright, we do at least get Soulguard online. I need to plink out this middle dude, or I guess I can just Ice Tornado here. Crazy. Hits the front every time. I'm not actually mad about it. It does clear everything. We'll incant up top. I do get another lifesteal morsel, so it's free. Cool. And then I just Ice Tornado downstairs, and it's over, right? Yeah, easy mode. Great, we did it. Cool. Nothing complex at all. Tons of lifesteal seems normal and good. I might as well keep incanting, though, because I do have a siren, so fine. Cool. Absolutely free. Great work. We get everything. I couldn't have asked for better, so that's cool. I'm going to take the ping. Flash Freeze is very good here. I do not need Mollusk Mage or a Titan's Gratitude. I will always click Perils of Production from this position. Yes, it's better than the alternatives. I don't need those pings. Now, I could go hunt a magic shop here, but I actually do want the Stygian banner. There's a lot better choices. 2 Sirens, Big Shark are fun and fine. I'll see a magic shop on ring 3 anyway. Yep, let's go left. What do we get? Verdict is quick. Damage shield 3, incant armor 2, all decent. They give me the pick of the litter here. It's really hard to predict if I'm going to see an Endless or if I'm going to see a multi-strike. But I think we should plan around our end game line first. Siren of the Sea takes a incant support line better no matter what. We'll take this. Alright, and I will hope for good stuff. I'm actually going to go in on the damage shield 3 here. It's a much better defensive infusion, or not infusion, but upgrade than incant armor 2. Unless I run into Founding Seal, damage shield 3 is almost guaranteed to block like 60 damage, and that is a lot of incants to make up for. You need to do, what, 120 or not 30 incants? So you make up for it by maybe the final round before Relentless, essentially. Yeah, you're usually, I mean, I think in a good run, maybe 40 incants before Relentless on Divinity, practically. So, yeah. You can, of course, do better. I've seen better. I mean, I've done better myself. It depends a lot on things like, oh, did I roll into like 5 Preserved Thorns or something ridiculous? I don't think I'm going to pull off better than that by much, if any at all, on an Umbra line. I think this damage shield 3 also negates the potential of losing this person on turn 1 to a very high damage divinity. Especially since I don't think I'm using Mind Jacks unless we can somehow Founding Seal and start up really quick. So, yeah, damage shield 3 is fine. I'm going to re-roll this. Large Stone. Okay, well, we get quick Large Stone. That's gross. What a terrible setup. I'm going to take this Horde. Golden Vault. Split Anvil suddenly makes these 3-costers a little better, but if I end up on Perils, I don't care. I'm going to take Sigiled Seaweed because I think this relic is nuts. Split Anvil? No, I'm not going to Split Anvil here ever, right? No, I don't think it's here. There's obviously a lot of high-cost stuff, but like, it will provide some value, for sure. But Foregone Powers, I don't know. If I do end up on Holdover Perils, it's really bad because I have to play the Perils anyway, and then I have Ember for everything anyway. Sigiled Seaweed, I think, pops off. I'm going to take Sigiled Seaweed here. That might be a contentious pick. I really value that, though. I'm going to take the spikes here. I'd really like the money walking into this magic shop, and I think I can get away with it thanks to Soulguard's existence. So, now, will I play middle floor? I will do it if I can guarantee Soulguard is online by turn 2. I'm pretty close to guaranteed, right? I just need to draw one spell. It's possible I whiff, right? The whiff would be like a dead weight and then 4 Train Steward. That's pretty unlikely. And we do get the conscription notice to kind of make up for it a bit, so I think I'm fine with this. Horned Warrior is a sick pickup here. Wow, that's good. I will take Magma Morsel here. I am going to lean into these incants and just discard some of these good morsels. I should see a spell, right? Great. In fact, fantastic news. Let's just hit that Ice Tornado here, right? Easy. Great. Okay, cool. I can ping once in the back, which is a big help. Train Steward down. We just incant. It's fine. Sure. Great news. Cool. I'm going to incant again. I will take Lifesteal, actually. It's really good. We're going to continue to incant. I don't think Frostbite's going to matter that much, so let's just incant and feel decent about it. Yeah, we are chilling, right? Cool. Had a few turns that would have benefited from Split Anvil, but it's okay. Not mad about it. We get everything. All good. Crypt Builder, Titan's Gratitude, Flash Freeze. I don't need a second Flash Freeze, I don't think. Crypt Builder's not bad, but I want to avoid too many expensive things. I think I'm just going to skip that and take money. Immortal Trade is probably it, right? I like Immortal Trade. It's really good if I end up on the Perils line, but it's also just generally really good because Soulguard exists. I don't need more morsels, I don't think. We have a Siren. And Umbra Assault, no thank you. No Prismal Dust here, worth noting. Let's go look for that holdover. We have an opportunity to do so. Remove Consume. It's a bummer, but okay. -2. Interesting. Intrinsic. Interesting as well. Let's see what the Stygian banner gives us. Titan Sentry is pretty tempting here. Makes my future steel shops very good. I'm going to take that. I realize Nameless Siren's a decent infusion, but I can always self-infuse, dupe or something. Let's 20 consume a Plink. It's good. I'm going to -1 the Flash Freeze, which is fine for me. Yes, it's a good free card. Remove Consume, no. Reroll that. We do hit Holdover Perils. That's pretty exciting. Now, we don't have the spell chain yet, but we're open to the spell chain. So, let's go ahead and just -1, and then -2 this Guardian's Amulet. Kind of, what if I just -2 and then hold out for the double stack, potentially, yeah? Potentially very strong. Let's do that instead. I have to take stuff. Remember, this is Trainwreck. I can't just ignore it. -1, I guess, goes into an Ice Tornado. I mean, it's potentially fine. Sure. +10? No, I'm going to save these slots and that money. That's okay. What does Intrinsic do for me? You could go Intrinsic Perils, but this is a little slow, and I'd like to have the Spell Chain slot. Intrinsic... Guardian's Amulet? No. Pact Morsels? No. Maybe I see a better... Maybe I get like an old magic here and I'll Intrinsic that or something. I'm gonna look. We'll see. Wingmaker. Huh. I could make Tiny Siren. Tiny Siren is good. But I'd like to keep that slot for a multi-strike if possible. Make these steel shops worthwhile. Tiny Siren is basically multi-strike. But let's think though. I actually like Wingmaker here. It gives me a good +30 target, a good +10 in piercing target, a good second holdover target, and I am inclined to see magic shops because a double stack would be pretty okay here on Guardian's Amulet. I like Wingmaker, actually. I think I want to go Wingmaker here, right? Now, this is the only reason I'm considering this. I do think the -1 space is huge, but there's a lot of opportunities for me to see Steel Shop stuff. Right? not that, it's not a problem. So with that in mind, I'd like a good plus 30 target. I don't have one right now. I'm going to take Wingmaker. I think you could maybe convince me to go -1 space here, but I'm not overstacking, and I need to go to Steel Shops anyway. It changes my opinion a lot if I didn't have the Shark, right? Because in that world, then I ignore Steel Shops. Being able to never have to path to a Steel Shop again is a lot of value. So that's great. But I'm still having to go there because I want Endless on the Shark. So I'd like to be able to say, okay, I can take Endless or Multi-Strike. You know, that makes the shops very good. So because I'm going there anyway, it's not affecting my ability to path differently. And I'd be more inclined to take it as well if I didn't also have a fantastic option in Wingmaker. This is a really good card that actually benefits the fact that I'm on a Trainwreck run, right? Let's do it. We're going to take Wingmaker. I think I've convinced myself. I could maybe have done the other one and been fine with it, but no infusion. If I don't do an infusion here, what's happening? I go right on ring 4. Maybe. I maybe have to go to the Steel Shop. Comes with money. I think I do. I do have to go to that Steel Shop. I was going to say I could dupe Self-Infuse there, but I guess it also depends on what units I see from your boy Daedalus. If I desperately need dupe alignments in order to self-infuse things, I pretty much have to go right, which is a bummer. So I'm hoping from Daedalus I see one good infusion at least. Right. Agreed with that. And then I can get the other one on ring 7. I can dupe a guy and then infuse it on ring 8. Okay, so with 2 infusions in my future, assume I take everything from these temples. That's 50. It's 150 there. I easy make it. Yeah, I easy make it without having to buy these kind of useless things. So let's move on. Okay, fantastic. I think we beat Daedalus without much issue. Conscription Notice is still relevant too, which is great. Alright, Shark can go middle floor here, I think. Soul Guard will go upstairs. Steelworker's a pretty good roll. I'll take that. Happy to have it. Just give me some armor. Let's go ahead and plink downstairs. I'll plink middle to get rid of this. Well, yeah, cool. Alright, I'll take 2 morsels up top, a morsel middle. I'm going to incant upstairs. I need to get Soul Guard online. Thank you, Sigiled Seaweed, for defeating the Constructive Explosive. I'm a huge fan of that. We're going to put Siren down upstairs. We're going to incant. Give Titan Sentry a ton of stats, I suppose. I'm going to pop Mr. 7x2 on bottom, trade out a Train Steward. Sure, we'll give him life. We'll give him damage shield. I realize that hurts the damage shield, or rather the revenge trigger, but I don't really care that much. It's fine. Thank you again, Sigil Seaweed, for popping off. It's very cool of you. Let's incant a bunch. I mean, with this many stats, Titan Sentry might be able to 1v1 Daedalus, which is kind of funny. It's just, there's just a lot of stats on that floor all of a sudden, so that's kind of cool. I may as well blast mid-floor. We have a spicier floor here. Seems decent. I'm going to plink downstairs. Sure, we incant. Continue to do so up top. I want to make those numbers bigger. Shark is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Okay, Wingmaker, I do want to clear out pretty quickly. Let's just blast. Actually, mid-floor giving me this much in the way of... I think get the extinguish triggers, right? It's actually a lot of frostbite, so let's do this upstairs instead, which is cool. We'll get rid of Train Steward, and I'm going to just play an incant up top. Fine. It's a lot of frostbite to the boss, though, which I'm super on board with. So, alright, we finally draw perils, which is neat. I would like to continue incanting here. Great. Hopefully we see a spell chain, but we can take pretty much everything from, what is it called, those temples, right? We have plus 30 value in the form of Wingmaker, we have 10 in piercing, we have a lot of stuff. So, we easy win this? Yeah. Straightforward. Okay, cool. What do we get? Trample Stone? It's always Trample Stone here, right? It's just efficient. If I miss multi-strike, it's pseudo multi-strike because it means that one big hit still cleaves a bunch. We take it for sure. I get my pick. I get my pick here. This means if I'm going to get my pick, I would rather a second Siren than I would rather a second Shark. Because Self-Infused Shark is only valid if I get the Endless. Self-Infused Siren is always going to be on my floor. So take the Siren here. Good, great, excellent picks. It's just draw cards. Draw me faster into perils and we feel better about it, so for sure. It's also more incants. We're going to go left, I've decided. Easy decision, honestly. I can reroll, which is nice here. Quick, incant armor 2, plus 25. I'm almost certainly putting that in Shark. Plus 30 here goes in Wingmaker. 10 times out of 10, fantastic. Another Intrinsic's kind of a bummer. We're going to do the Siren Infusion. This is worthwhile to do right now. We're going to go ahead and pick up Titan Channel 2 here, absolutely. I'm going to take a plus 25 in Shark. It's just efficient. We're going to re-roll. Multi-strike. Sick. This looks good now. Looking good. Cool. I'm still inclined to go to more steel shops because Titan Sentry exists, but this run also is okay now. I could go to magic shops. If I see a holdover, it's just as good, if not better, than Titan Sentry, so I'm feeling decent. Now, I don't have to take this Intrinsic. I am on the hook for another infusion, whether that is Titan Sentry Self-Infuse or some Train Steward garbage. We're going to a magic shop on Ring 5. I guess I get to decide, right? If I see the holdover, fantastic. But I could end up on something like, you know, Wingmaker and then just dupe it twice is super possible as well. It could just get duped on Ring 7 and 8, and that's an extra, what, 20 shards? Makes up for it a bit, so we're okay. Yeah, let's chill. This Intrinsic doesn't add anything to me. I could take it on the perils, but I would still prefer holding out for a spell chain. Yes. Yeah, I think that's true. Intrinsic is a good, like, I've given up and I just need to take this Perils of Production setup, but because I'm going to be going so hard on shards anyway, I would rather wait for that spell chain. We're fine on shards. We reach 200 without issue. Ancient Hate negates Wingmaker, but I'm not mad about it. Let's go. I guess I also get Hef. I could always throw Hef into Shark if I desperately need to, right? It's true. Let's put Shark middle. We're going to play Soul Guard up top, of course. We get double Sirens, which is just silly. I would like to, therefore, Incant up top. I'm going to work on this guy downstairs with some Frostbite and then Incant. Okay. Weight of Contrition. I don't want this damage coming in. Let's go ahead and what? Just plink, plink here. It's kind of hoping for a damage, Ember Morsel, but fine. We at least guarantee clear top floor, buddy, because of, what is it called? The Frostbite. It is good to incant a bunch. Takes sap, unfortunately, but, you know, it is what it is. Shark is doing some decent lifting here. We get the multi-strike. We get Trample coming up. I need to incant upstairs. We turn on our friend. Fantastic. We get the Umbra Stone down. Alright, good job. Great. Also, Sigiled Seaweed collapse a couple of these guys. We get no more problems on Mr. Absolver, buddy. It's good. Wingmaker, just slam cards and it's fine. Sure, honestly. I take 2. Great. Thank you, by the way, Mr. Sigilled Seaweed, yet again, doing heavy lifting. Shark gaining just like random amounts of a lot. I'm going to go ahead and Wingmaker downstairs in case... Well, actually, no, I don't want to do that. We'll do it upstairs. It's fine. Incant it. Yeah. Because these 1 damage guys are going to prop up Titan Sentry's numbers here, so not worried about it at all. Sure, just continue incanting. The random Nameless Siren is pretty good, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, easy. Cool. Alright, we get through this combat. We should look pretty good. And not much else to add. Ice Storm is another good plus 30 target, which we should take, right? Yeah, we'll grab it. Big fan. Alright. Gem Trove, Feast, Cannibalize. We skip these. These are not helping me at all in this run. We're not going that direction. I am going Magic Shop here because another holdover is powerful. But also, you know, some -1s and other things are functionally good. I could make, you know, Ice Tornado and normal incant or something. The what is it, Trinket Shop Vortex is good. Great, by the way. There's money in the middle. I might roll, you know, Founding Seal or something, but I would rather potentially see this holdover. Yeah, we still take the money anyway, by the way. Lost Luggage is incredible. We click that 10 times out of 10. Double stack, I will take into this Guardian's Amulet. At 2 cost, I'm not upset about Sap 4 to the floor. This will help on Divinity considerably. Okay, -1, let's make Ice Tornado cheaper. Cool. Plus 10, I don't think I'm taking that plus 10. We spin this, get a Permafrost. 20 Consume is good on Plink, I'll take it. Another -1. I mean, we'll make Ice Tornado a viable incant if my life depends on it. So, sure. I'm going to Purge a Train Steward. And I think we chill. The Permafrost is not it. You could argue maybe I should put that on something like Trample Stone, but meh. Save my money. Next floor, we're going Steel Shop Vortex, or I could look at a Magic Shop again. How badly do I want to give up on Shark here, though? I kind of have to make this decision up pretty quickly. I already have a multi-strike, and if I hit the holdover, it's the same as hitting Endless on Shark. I think I'm probably going Magic Shop next, even though I give up another Vortex, which is a bit of a bummer, but fine. Shark might just kind of live on the floor or off the floor and then die at some point, and that's probably going to be okay. Let's go ahead and buy another removal just to help clean this up a little bit more. Get rid of some of these non-spells. 115 is fine if I'm going to the Magic Shop. There's money on that side, so we could afford the reroll, no problem. Yeah, I already got the 20 consumed. Cool, let's go. Alright. Kind of low on shards for the moment. In a weird circumstance, I've been past 2 temples. Aggressive Amulet doesn't frighten me. Maybe it should, but I don't really care. You know, did I skip Immortal Trade? Where the heck is my Immortal Trade? I shouldn't record Monster Train early in the morning, I guess. I was just having this moment of, didn't I pick Immortal Trade? Where the heck is that card? But I guess I'm a lunatic. Woof. Alright, well, don't know what to say about that. Shark can go middle, it's fine, I guess. I'm gonna blast bottom floor, might as well. Ridiculous. I am absolutely losing my mind, I suppose. That's a bummer. Alright, fine. Fine, keep your secrets, Monster Train. Let's Ice Tornado downstairs. Oh, that's actually pretty good. We just clock in the back, clock in the middle, sure. And then we come upstairs, we foregone power twice. I kind of like this because the Branded Warrior gets a kill here, which is fun. I'm a fan of that. Let's blast mid-floor out, for sure. Cool. We'll plink upstairs a bunch. I'm gonna kill one of these guys on bottom floor. Shark's surprisingly living longer than I expected. We do get perils, which is good. Take it. I get the trample. I get everything else up here. I get to... I mean, I should just keep plinking. It's strong. There's no reason to take this much damage here, so I'm going to ignore it. We also... Harvest Man is gone. Man, where's my immortal trait? I'm such a... Ugh, that's such a frustrating thing, because I'm like, you know what would be really helpful here? Is if... It would be really helpful if I could just give Soul Guard health back. Where's my lifesteal? Hey, wait, didn't I draft that? WTF. And then, oh wait, whoops, I guess I didn't. Bummer, huh? It's Ice Tornado downstairs. Great news. Cool. Incants are your friend. Every bit of health is worthwhile. I'm really bummed about that, but it's fine, I guess. It's, you know, it's alright. Incants are worth it because they give me a lot of extra turns. Yes, important stuff. Thank you. Cool. I just chew through my floor, but we do still win. I mean, we still win without Immortal Trade, even if it's a bummer that I missed it. Did I really skip that? That's so crazy. Anyway, I'm going to click Unnamed Tome into Seraph the Patient, and that's going to be good. Cool. Great. Engine Upgrade is fine, but I think Ember Cache is actually just a more efficient incant card. We'll take it. I don't need to worry about Diligent or something, but yeah, we'll grab Hef so I can immediately do this infusion. Sure. Come on, Hef. Get in here. I'll get rid of you. You will be paying... You'll basically give up... It'll be like Shark's Infusion, I guess. Remove Consume. No thanks. 20 Consume? Good. Plink. Get rid of it. -1. Interesting. Let's see. Spell Chain? Plus 30. I'll put that into Ice Storm. Not a problem. This is the third Intrinsic, which is actually useful now, thanks to the fact that I have an Unnamed Tome. So that's cool. I'm going to do an infusion of some variety. Let's go to this cave first. I can always overstack Siren here. Petty Theft. Heaven's Gold is for sure it, I think. I might leak something at some point soon. Never remove Consume. We're going to take a -1 into this other Ice Tornado so I can play it at 1 Ember. It's actually a fine incant now. We re-roll this. Double stack again. Interesting. This -1, I think, can just go into, what, Ember Cache? Sure. We're still holding out hope, right? Because I get a dupe on ring 8 on the magic side, so there's no reason to go too otherwise crazy. And then we give Trample and crazy stats to Titan Sentry. This is good because, by the way, I know this is crazy sounding. Why am I putting Hef into Titan Sentry? Why am I not self-infusing? Because it lets me go to this removal dupe coming up and dupe something else, right? I can dupe. There's a lot of good options here. Now, unfortunately, I haven't seen a spell chain yet, so I'm not guaranteed to see one. I end up on just single perils. It's a little bit of a bummer, but it's okay. It slows you down a lot, right? You really want that holdover spell chain, right? It's just so good here. It's so good it's worth waiting. I can still take another plus 30, and I would happily take a holdover. If I end up on just a density line, that's fine, I suppose. Just a density in the sense of just play a bunch of good cards. I still have a lot of garbage foregone powers in my deck because I've missed a lot of vortexes, though. So this removal dupe is going to be high power, basically, is what it comes down to. I'm more inclined to remove some of these spells coming up than Train Stewards. But Titan Sentry just having big stats is okay. At this point, I'm hoping that I can clear floors without relying on him, so... Here you go, bud. 90 health. That's a pretty decent infusion, if I'm being honest. We also have to go hard on shards, right? I need to actually reach the number. I might need to... Let's see. So 25, 35. I get up to 180. If I dupe Wingmaker or Ice Storm, that gets me 10 and another 10. I'm probably duping a Siren because she's loaded. And I would like another one. So, yeah, I mean, I think we get there. not terribly concerned about it. I could buy a removal here, and I think I should because I'm going to a removal dupe. This is going to be a foregone power hit, I think. I can play out the Train Stewards, and I'd like my redraws to hit these good spells a little better. You ever remove 2 here? Money in the middle? You do, actually. Remove 2 here. I'm going to magic shops. Let's keep the plinks for 20 consumed targets. I like that. Getting rid of another foregone power is a net positive here. Let's do that. These are discarding my incants, not a big fan. Now we move on. Alright, 27 cards, drawing 10 on turn 1 is pretty decent. I think we should be okay. Okay, now of course the next downside is that this is Cursed Arcus, so I need to respect a little bit. I can play Shark downstairs without much issue. Let's play Soul Guard up top. Steelworker's good, I'll take that. I mean, I'm just going to Wingmaker bottom, but I think I should still play Titan Sentry here anyway. And then we just hard Wingmaker this floor and we chill. I'm going to go ahead and plink and then foregone power here. It's fine, I'm not upset about that. Siren goes down. She goes down in the middle, in the back. Yeah. I will incant out the Pact Morsels here. We're just going to take some stats downstairs. They both got silenced, so that's cool. Let's play the Trample Stone. It is fine. I'm a little slow, but I also don't care. This guy tramples, by the way, which is nice and fun. Right? It's just chilling. We'll Ice Storm downstairs because it kills most of this floor, and then the rest of this is just play cards, right? We'll put a Train Steward middle, I suppose, just get it out of there, and then incant. The rest of this is just incanting while the bottom floor does its best, pretty much. Ember Cache. Play out other stuff. What is this? Harvest? Sure. My guy gets lifesteal, and then we flash freeze the boss, because you might as well. I'm not going to self-flash freeze. Shark's doing decent work. We continue Perils, Excavated Embers. These are very good incant lines. Just send it on most of these cards. Alright, big incant turn. It's good. I think we're doing alright. Continue sending it. Don't want to get harvested. We'll play the Train Steward downstairs. Fine. We're clearing this floor. Again, though, wish I had lifesteal. Where's my Immortal Trade Monster Train? Ugh. Guardian's Amulet is well worth it up top, though. I'll play out the Plink. And then we incant. Fine. Guardian's Amulet doing some heavy lifting on keeping my floor alive, which is good. I don't terribly care. I'm going to hold this unnamed tome to the best of my... I'm actually just going to incant this out. I think it's fine. I give up on like a little bit of health here, but we're going to win in the backup here anyway, so it's okay. Reduce some damage. I guess it's pretty decent to sap the boss. Kind of. Doesn't really matter. We're just incanting. We have a 151x2 in the back with 3 damage shield. I have little fear that we win this. Obviously, my other guys pass away, but she wins in the back, so... Okay. Now I am going to need to take space, I think. Or something. Spike of the Stygian is worthwhile. Being honest with you, it's a good card that complements the Guardian's Amulet angle. So we're going to click that, yes. Deep Offering is what you take if you took the Kinstone Totem on floor 1. Mindjacks, we didn't end up using it much. I think it got used on 1 floor, potentially. Am I fast enough to play middle? If I hit a holdover, I think Wingmaker gives us the space to play it out. It's fine. I'm going to take the Spike of the Stygian. Can I get away with double draw here? I should. I should be able to. Ooh, it's spicy. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Alright. It's tricky. We're going left. I've already decided. Take all of this stuff. The dupe here is on not my unit. I guess it could be my unit, right? I might as well do it now. It doesn't help me in this next combat, unfortunately. But that's okay. I could always just not play Soul Guard on the floor if it's that big of a deal, but I really do want to play him, so... Or we could play middle if it's desperate. I'm going to take the Titan Channel upgrade either way. We get the removals here, which is nice. The goal, of course, being I would like to reduce down. 2 foregone powers is okay. Leave the plinks in for 20 consume, so we cut a Train Steward. Is that accurate? Do I need a self-infuse option? Dupe for 15, dupe for 10. It's 25. 180. 25 in the middle. I'll always be able to take it. I have enough magic power stuff. Okay, I don't think I need it. What's your dupe? I have to dupe for shards? Yes, I don't have a 20 shard dupe right now. I have a 10 shard dupe. So this has to be your Siren dupe here. True. I think it does have to be your Siren dupe here. Okay. Now I am gambling on this because remember I didn't take space. But this is a gamble I think I can get away with. Let's cut a Train Steward then. Maybe I cut uplink. Those are both options. And this run gets made or broken by what's in this temple, right? And what's in this magic shop. My ring 8 determines so much here. Cutting another foregone power is not bad. I can still play out the Train Stewards in a meaningful way. I think I'm going to cut the foregone power down to 1. This is just a safe removal, and we move on from here. Okay. This is a run that makes or breaks based on a lot of things. I'm going to take the spikes here. I think this is acceptable. We probably start actually taking pyro damage on this combat. Shark middle. Yes. Not hitting a Titan Sentry on turn 1, or not a Titan Sentry, but your Perils on turn 1 is spiced. Now, of course, I could have put an Intrinsic in that. It's fine. But I would need to hold out for that Spell Chain power-up. Let's play Shark. Shark middle doesn't actually get Collector, does it? It's kind of funny. I still should play him, right? He's still good. I'm gonna go Soul Guard up top. Is Steelworker plus 1 Siren enough here? Could play Soul Guard. I could play Steelworker with my friend. We're going to put this upstairs, I think. I'm going to be okay with it. I'm going to burn a plink here, and we kind of just chill on the rest of this stuff. We get the Perils, which is nice. Now, a plink bottom floor, that's good. This guy's dead, doesn't matter. I don't play the rest of this. Do not unnamed tome your collector. Oh my gosh. Just incant here. Incant and sacrifice the Train Steward. I don't get the Siren out, but I knew that was coming, right? I knew that was happening. Okay, we're going to clear this floor, which is great news because of the big ice storm action. Big incant, continue to incant. Excavator, Miner, I will play the Trample, I think it's correct. Bottom floor is when things start getting really bad, but we're going to activate Soul Guard, which I think is worthwhile. Just sack this Jeweler, I don't want him. That guy got silenced, so I'm not afraid of this anyway. Is there any way I can get this kill on top? We do kill upstairs. Okay, so that's good. I'd like to incamp, but I actually think it's probably better not to. I know, goodbye Antumbra morsels. Play this middle gives a lot of value. 42, he gets popped out by Soul Guard anyway. I have to do 240 in the back. Let's go ahead and Wingmaker middle. I think that's better. Okay. Did this guy get silenced? I don't actually know. Or care, really, but it is fair. He didn't. We draw pretty well here. Let's blast this floor out. Let's continue playing these cards. Unnamed Tome I will hold on to. Siren we will hold on to. It's fine. Okay. Draw cards. Continue playing cards. I get Perils again. Guardian's Amulet. We blast upstairs. Train Steward is gone. I'm going to spend 6 to sap the Pyre Wings on middle to Oblivion. And I'm not going to incant away the Unnamed Tome quite yet. I'd like to put that on the... oh, he didn't get it. Well, I was going to say I want to put that on the boss, but he actually got smacked by Sigiled Seaweed, so we do get to put that upstairs. Fun. No kills, but, you know, fine. We actually kill this guy in the back, incredibly. We don't get to play the other Siren on this combat, which is a bummer, but fine, I suppose. We should win this anyway. Just continue. I mean, I can hit this guy with that Ice Storm. It's pretty good, right? Doesn't matter that much. He's frozen, or silenced, rather, so pretty decent. We get through this. Yes, we get through it. I need to get the Siren on the floor coming up. We get the Trial, we get everything. It's good. I didn't actually take damage, which is great. I like Drain, but I would rather draw faster into the Guardian's Amulet, I think. I don't want to add more discard to my pool. Ice Storm number 2, I'd rather draw my current Ice Storm again. Titan's Tooth, I think we skip that. Fine. Crucible Extension is a trash card, but I'm going to click it. Because it makes an intrinsic coming up here actually functionally acceptable. Give me Spell Chain, please. No. Tendon Piercing? Okay, fine. -2? Bummer. Alright, we didn't even get the intrinsic, but that's okay. Alright, I do get a second holdover, so Wingmaker is hyped. That's great news. We got something here, at least. That means Tendon Piercing goes into Ice Storm here. I can get 25, and then I dupe the Ice Storm, and we're chilling. Yep, fantastic. -2, I'm going to honestly put this into Crucible Extension, so it's a better incant, if I'm being honest with you. Although, maybe I should hold out in case there's a double stack here. That's true. Not like I'm going to ever do anything. If I get a double stack, I can put a -2 double stack on the Spike, is the thing. We'll put the -1 into the Crucible Extension. It's good. +10. I don't care about this. I guess I'll put it into Flash Freeze. May as well. It's worthwhile. Reroll. Remove Consume. 20 Consume Plink. Good. So here's the play then. I do want a -2 Spike. And then we'll go and Eternal Stone said Spike. That's a pretty good sap card. I can play it at High Ember. I get the dupe, which is going to be easy. We get a -2, another -1 into the Crucible Extension. Fine, it's okay. I'm gonna dupe. Where is it? Ice Storm. Big gun here. Big gun. 210 shards. Mask of Penumbra. Cuddlebeard. Rip your man, I guess. I'm going to prioritize removals, but I do want to re-roll in the possibility that we roll Founding Seal. Light's Gift is cracked here, isn't it? Light's Gift is so cracked here. Absolutely I click Light's Gift. Alright. Here I am. I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to buy a removal. No, in fact, I'm going to be 5 gold off of a removal because of the ridiculous degree to which that is strong. This is very good. Now I'm going to actually self-infuse Train Steward here, go to 235 just to get rid of a Train Steward from my deck. And I'm going to sit on 235 gold because it cannot afford a removal, and I think the Heaven's Gold value is worth more than Rules of Containment to me. Alright. 235 out of 100. Let's send it. I feel decent. The holdover was a good pickup. We now have very strong backline management, which is good to see. It's not quite Inferno, but pretty close to it. Intrinsic. Unnamed Tome. Fantastic. I then also get Soul Guard. Dropping in. Crucible Extension. We also have the power of Siren of the Sea. Damage Shield. Huge heavy lifting here. Crucible Extension. Second Siren of the Sea. And then we go Big Shark 1. Big Shark 2. How ridiculous is that? I love it. I'm a huge fan of Big Shark, Tiny Shark. It's Big Shark, Tiny Shark, doot, 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 doot. Fantastic. I don't think I could have asked for a better floor. It's just really good is the thing. And I need you to understand that. Alright, let's Ice Storm mid-floor to Oblivion here. Let's destroy our boss and hit him with that staff. It's not going to do much because it's not a lot of Ember left, but fine. Alright, cool. We get Perils of Production. It's neat. I'm going to go ahead and click Wingmaker here. It's still neat. I would like to keep Titan Sentries alive so we blast mid-floor and then we just play the Pact Morsels. Sadly, we did not roll a single Pact Morsel damage shield, which is a huge bummer, but fair enough, I suppose. I'm gonna... God, I really don't want to farm out this mid-floor, but I guess I do give them... Oh, he got silenced. Never mind, I don't care. Alright, fair. Thank you, damage shield. Extremely cool. He has to go middle. Great news. Okay, we continue blasting. This is a very good Guardian's Amulet on mid-floor. It's also a very good Wingmaker on mid-floor. Great work. Go team. Let's incant upstairs. Good. Burning out that card because that doesn't really matter. We managed to hold the guy middle, which is pretty cool. We get big incant turn here. Great work. I'm going to put Train Steward middle to sack him and also to keep Shark alive, which is pretty cool. We Wingmaker upstairs. It's good to do it. We plink, we plink. We Ice Tornado. Then we Ice Storm, and we push 500 into the boss, which is great news. Yes, Patient stands no chance, especially because he's getting baited so effectively here. Just really good, it turns out. Wingmaker is your friend. I will plink up here. Very good. I then get 4 sap into the boss, which is huge. And we get further incants, so we're chilling. Our incants are not particularly strong right now, unfortunately, but it is what it is, I think. Wingmaker is valuable, and then I just click the spike up here, and we're chilling a bit. Takes 34, but it's not that big of a deal. The sap is providing value. I'm going to go ahead and hit that Guardian's Amulet downstairs again. We Wingmaker up top. It's worth it. And we chill. Cool. Soul Guard lives just by virtue of not getting hit, which, you know, is pretty decent. Continue to Guardian's Amulet. Doesn't really matter. I think the Wingmaker provides net more damage here, so it's fine. I do not have a lot of Ember, unfortunately. Would have liked bigger numbers here, but it's fine. We're going to sap the boss down to absolutely nothing. I get hit for 4 damage here, and then he passes away. Yeah, you know, having Ember would have probably paid out better here, but I was holding out hope for that spell chain, and we just never saw it. Never once. We still got value, but, you know, it's a bit of a bummer. It's still a bit of a bummer. Okay. We play top floor, yes. Steelworker. Okay, fair. I will play Siren of the Sea out, yes. I would like very much to sap this floor to 0, if it had been possible. We're going to lose this Steelworker, but I'm not terribly mad about it. How do you want to play this out? I'd like to get rid of the plinks here. I would really like the 3 sap here, but I think we do need to respect a little bit and play Shark out. He does some heavy lifting. Let's play a Plink. Now, I don't get many turns here is the problem. I don't get many turns. Put the Steelworker downstairs. I think this is a fine swing. We're going to sit on the rest of this. I draw 7 here. It's acceptable. Okay, we hit Crucible Extension, which is great news. I get the Siren of the Sea down. Now, I do have to hit Sap or we're going to lose our floor. So let's Wingmaker for sure, holding on to that. Ice Storm downstairs has to be more valuable than alternatives. Yeah, okay, fine. I need to see some good stuff here. Ember Cache, I think, must be played. Now, here's the thing. I really, really want to hit this Guardian's Amulet, and I think we can. Oh, fantastic. Dark Wings got silenced. I think we can hit this Guardian's Amulet. This will provide value. I give up Wingmaker, but I think it's acceptable. So, let's continue to incant upstairs here. Alright, I'm drawing 7. Man, I really wanted Ember, I guess, huh? I kept thinking, I was like, yeah, I mean, Ember's not going to help me is the problem, because the Perils does some heavy lifting here, but it's rough. Now, we didn't get Chains either, so I'm kind of less inclined to worry about some of these things. Let's have a pretty big turn, though. I want to Ice Storm middle floor. I think I need to. Super worth it. And then I'm just going to sap this man for straight up 6. We're just going to sap him for 6 and then incant. And then send these units. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Unnamed Tome here just to get rid of it. I guess it doesn't matter. I can hold it. There's no reason to spend that yet. It's not costing me draw right now. Okay. This is another good turn. I finally get the Umbra Stone, but I actually think I'm going to put the Umbra Stone on Soul Guard here, as it turns out. Yeah, it's more efficient this way. Now, I am leaking something here. Let's Plink. Ah, well, I guess not. Rubble Morsel go. We clear this floor now, which is good. It's great. I'd like to leave the Excavated Embers in for some more big turns, right? I want to play out stuff here. Get rid of bad cards. Play things. Incant. Leave that Excavated Ember in so I can have another big turn later. Now, this floor is scary. This is a turn I want to incant on. I do wish to Wingmaker first here, because it hits the AoE, and then I can Ice Storm, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and Guardian's Amulet here for sure. I'm going to go ahead and Unnamed Tome just for the incant on this floor, because I think I need it, and I value Ice Tornado over this. Do I die to this man? No. Wow. Thank you, Pyre Attack Power. Good grief. This is a good turn for Guardian's Amulet here. I Wingmaker middle or not? I think I Wingmaker up top because it actually does just kill 2 guys. Fantastic. We're going to incant. Every single card needs to be prioritized so I can at least kill Last Night coming up. Like, right, that's the thing, is I need Last Night to pass away. So, we need to big numbers here. Wingmaker first, of course. Great. Ice Storm next. Fantastic. Spike of the Stygian will go at the end. I'm going to incant, and then we're going to spike on the boss. Then I'm going to a Foregone Power. Okay, pretty effective. Now, do I actually clear this mini-boss? That's a great question. Currently, no. Wingmaker, for sure. Ice Storm, thank God. Ice Storm hits him enough times, thank good grief. We survive. Alright, and we win the combat because of it. Honestly, closer than I think anyone wants here. I do think hitting that Guardian's Amulet's important for this. I might as well click this Wingmaker. I think it does help a little. I realize I'm taking Weight of Contrition value, but let me be clear, I don't think I'm that concerned about it. Cool. Oh no, my score. I already lost like 80 health here. That's honestly a much tougher run of Soul Guard incanting than I wanted. But the random sap mattered. We missed the spell chain, which I think actually hurts our damage by a truckload. Okay, it reduces our rage generation by a lot, which is unfortunate. But it also halves our halves. You don't have to say the L. It halves your incanting potential off of that card. I was really banking on seeing it, and we just kept missing. But we do win anyway, so I'm not mad about it, right? A lot of good choices here. The Mindjacks was not among them, okay? I think Kinstone Totem would have actually provided a considerable amount of additional value, thanks to things like random Foregone Power would generate an Ember, whereas Mindjacks ended up not being the play. Now, it's hard to predict if I was going to end up playing on middle. It's possible I could have done so, right? There's a universe where I see, from Ring 1's perspective, there's a universe where I see Mindjacks being important. I did end up doing this on one combat at least, so that's kind of cool, but still not that useful. Conscription Notice, that was great. Sigiled Seaweed, absolutely cracked. This relic has done so much heavy lifting in this run. I've tried to point it out because a lot of people ask me why I value this Silence relic so highly, but think about all the things it randomly silenced that were threatening me. Darkwings, you know, a number of other things that I can't even remember. Curse Boys in Ring 6. Just, I think also Ring 4. You know, there's just a lot of stuff that gets hit by this where you go, oh, that's actually really useful. This also random, I mean, I guess it didn't matter I had the Silence Tome, but this also did hit the Ring 7 boss, which is always amusing. The guy just basically gets disabled by it, so pretty cool. Titan Sentry didn't really matter, but, you know, again, he's fine. I don't ever mind having him like this, right? It's okay. Doesn't bug me. In fact, it actually helped me by delaying the second Siren on Divinity until I had the ability to drop the Crucible extension, which is cool. Really smart of me going and hoping for double stack on Guardian's Amulet, especially when I was already hunting for second holdover for Wingmaker. Very cool. I think that was effective. If I had, you know, not missed Immortal Trade, I think this would have also been better. Let me be clear about that. Soulguard does a lot of heavy lifting with Immortal Trade, but whoops, I guess I can't wait for the comments on this video where it's like, he actively said he was going to take Immortal Trade and then skipped it. Oh no, right? Like that's... Don't record Monster Train at 8 a.m. Let me tell you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You make mistakes, but it happens. We didn't lose for it. It's okay, right? Never punished. But at least it wasn't like me skipping Perils of Production or something even more important, right? I could imagine a world where I just pick something, I just skip a really critical card. But other things that are worth noting here, Ice Storm did huge heavy lifting. I actually got to call attention to Crucible Extension doing fantastic work. This provided the critical space more than Wingmaker did. So am I going to put Crucible Extension on the thumbnail? Probably. This is a ridiculous card, but I drafted it because I wasn't confident that I would get the space when I needed it on top floor. And I also decided suddenly, oh wait, we're on Trainwreck. I desperately need Soulguard to be on that floor for damage. So, very, very funny, in fact, that it ended up being Crucible Extension that I'm pretty sure saves our run. So, maybe I should name the episode that. Crucible Extension saves the run. I mean, that's pretty good, right? I think if you're a Monster Train player and you see that, you go, WTF happened in this run, and I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, a lot of other good stuff. Guardian's Amulet is great. I mentioned that already. I think I'm happy with the Spike of the Stygian play. This was a good seed of sap. The sap did matter, by the way. Mission critical for actually winning these combats in the end. So don't underestimate stuff like that for dealing with Divinity and also dealing with Patient. So pretty important. What else? Siren is good. Never saw the Endless. It's okay. And yeah, otherwise, a fine run. Ember Cash, by the way, this card is actually really good. I think this card gets underestimated a lot more than it should. If you benefit pretty much in any way from extra Ember turns later on, or incants, or etches, or I guess it could theoretically also be inspires if you have like Bog Slime or something, then this card actually provides a ton of value. I also think it's a 4-for-1 on Diligent, which is very relevant. It's strong. I actually think this card is really good. Now, I don't think it's fantastic. It's not a universal pick. I do skip it quite a bit, but it's still better than it looks. I think it's also better than a lot of like people think it is. I hear a lot of chatter about, this card's kind of meh, middle, you know? But I think it's actually way better than mid, so. But yeah, those are the big plays. Also, Heaven's Gold saves the run as well. Thank you, random 235 gold, for not letting me die to last night. So, cool. Or Inquisitor, whatever he's called. I fought both of them. It's fine. They're basically the same in my brain. They just hit a million times, so. Anyway, I have nothing else to add. We have successfully defeated Soulguard. Good run of Monster Train. Thank you, Crucible Extension. Extremely cool. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.